Hey friends, it's Missy again. Thanks for joining me today. I'm back with a new layout for the Hip Kit Club, and I'm using the 2017 August kits again. And my theme for today is using up some of the alpha stickers that come in the different kits. And so I pulled all of them out. There are two sets of exclusives, the navy blue and then that pink with the shiny gold. There's also a set of shiny metallic gold foam thickers, a sheet of clear black alpha stickers from Crate Paper, and then there's some alphas on the puffy stickers from Crate Paper and also on this cardstock sticker sheet from Crate Paper. And what I'm going to do is sort of build my background on top of this pattern paper, and it is very busy. It's very patterned, all these beautiful different color circles. So what I'm going to do is take some white acrylic paint and kind of treat it like gesso and just smudge it over a large portion of this paper. And as you can see there, it kind of faded out a lot of the pattern. Oh, here's my picture. It's a picture of me and Paige. She just looked cute. It's from a few years ago. She had just lost her two top teeth, and one of them was still out, but the other one was like halfway grown in, and she just looked adorable. I kept trying to get pictures of her and all the different phases of the teeth growing in. I did that with my older daughter, and I just love to go back and look at how they've changed, and they look so different with adult teeth. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is sort of work on this white space that I've got on this pattern paper, and I'm going to mix and match these alphas. Now, I love creating layouts with long and big titles, but I'm not that great at using a lot of alphas. I like to use cut files and, back the cut file with pattern paper and things like that, or cut it out on my Cameo, but I need to use alpha stickers more, and so this was a great challenge for me. And so my title is going to be, I look at you and I see a happy little sunshine. And I got this idea from Pinterest. I did see this quote and it just said, I look at you and see sunshine. And so I added in happy little, and little will come in later, but I'm trying to use a little bit of each of those alphas. And then I cut sunshine out of white cardstock on my Cameo, and I honestly cannot remember what the font is called. I can look it up if someone is curious about that. So to jazz up my background, I'm going to use some of the shimmers that came in the color kit this month. This is Pretty in Pink, and it's a Colorings. Very pretty pink color. I love all shades of pink, but this is one of my favorites. And then this little tub here, this is I believe, yeah, it's a Creamies. It's called Daffodil. Very pretty yellow, so I'm going to add some of that in. And when you get the Creamies, they are hard in those little pots, and so you have to add a little bit of water and kind of stir them up and let them sit for a few minutes, and it will soften up the paint, and then you can get to working with it. So I'm just adding color to the background here. No surprise, I do this technique all the time. I know a lot of people love to do it. It's super easy and fun, using the packaging technique, using some splatters. This is another shimmers from my stash. I believe it came in a color kit. I couldn't even tell you what month, but it's called Well Blew Me Down, and it is the perfect aqua color. So now I'm going to add a little bit of tissue paper behind the picture, and then kind of build a little bit of a layer behind it with this aqua color. And again, I'm using my three go-to colors, pink, yellow, and aqua. And so, I don't even really plan that. It just happens. It just happens. I need to be more conscious of using different colors, but they're just my favorite, and they always look pretty together. And I always find myself using those colors most of the time. And I printed the picture in black and white because it's going to stand out against all those bright colors. Because I think in the picture, she had on like a lime green shirt, and I had on, I can't even remember. The colors did not go, and I just, it didn't matter if it was in color, black and white. You still get the idea of it being a super adorable picture. So anyway, I'm going to add some of this Well Blew Me Down teal color over to the right, and I just want this color kind of peeking out from behind the photo, and you're going to be able to see it underneath all those alpha stickers. And I wanted to blend out some of the circles because you can see how busy it is, and if I was to do all this on top of those circles, it would definitely distract from the picture. And so by adding the, you could use gesso, or in this case I used acrylic paint. It just sort of whitens everything up to allow everything else to stand out, and you can still see plenty of the background design, I think. Now I'm going to fussy cut some of these flowers out, and this is another crepe paper, and I'm going to use that later. I thought I was going to use it right away, but I didn't, because I use a couple of those. So now I'm going to come back and work on the title, and I'm going to stick it down little by little. And I like how all these look just kind of mix and match together. It's fun to change up your title and, you know, not use the same exact font. You totally can. I just like to mix and match. You know, there's no right or wrong way to do scrapbooking, so whatever you like is what you should do. And now I'm kind of trying to figure out where I'm going to put it, like how many lines am I going to have, and where do I want the picture to go? Am I going to add anything else underneath the picture? Because I don't want to cover up any of these stickers. And hopefully they're straight. I took a risk because usually when I stick things down without lines, they go crooked, and so I do pull out my ruler at some point to make sure that they're semi-straight at least. And I'm just going to go through everything. I'm going to go through the stickers, I'm going to go through the ephemera, and just kind of see what matches and see what looks good in certain spots. I wanted to keep the embellishing kind of just confined to the area where it's whited out, because those circles are just so busy that I didn't want to add anything on top of them. And the sun kept coming in and out today, so my lighting goes brighter and dimmer, and I tried to fix it, but sometimes it just looks really, really bright. So sorry about that part right there. But I added in a Project Life card and then an ephemera piece with some gold glitter on it from crepe paper. And then I decide to pull in that chipboard banner that is super adorable, and it's the perfect length to go right underneath everything. But I wanted some of that teal color to be brought down to the bottom before I stuck anything down. So I'm going to add in some more of that down at the bottom. And I am going to wind up coloring Sunshine. I'm going to do that now. I didn't want to just leave it stark white, so I'm going to make it pink and gold. And I'm going to go back to that Pretty in Pink that I just used. And then this is everyone's favorite Heidi Swapp Gold Color Shine. And I love how this looks once it's all nice and finished. And see, that little banner just fits right down there. I wasn't even planning on using that. And then I liked how, you know, basically in the background there are little banners strung across the page. And so I thought, yep, let's use that banner. It just kind of goes. And I know I've said this a million times, but the Project Life kit is wonderful even if you don't use, or I'm sorry, even if you don't do Project Life. There's so many other ways to use those cards. I use them a lot for layering, for title work, for fussy cutting out, making embellishments. There are tons of different ways to use those. You don't have to use them for Project Life. So I like how that's looking. It's different, it's fun. I like the different colors, and I like the banner elements. So I'm going to add in some darker shades of pink here and there. I'm just using a gelato to kind of scribble it down and then smudge it with my finger. And just so you know, gelatos smudge very, very well on top of acrylic paint and gesso. They don't smudge as well if you just apply it directly to the paper. The acrylic paint especially, because it's smooth, whereas gesso is kind of gritty, but the paint is smooth, and so it really, really smudges really well. And I just use my finger because I just do. So I'm going to add in this little camera, and that came from the crepe paper chipboard sheet, and then I'm going to use that fussy cut flower that I cut out earlier kind of as a layer under that, and a little pop of pink with some thread. And that camera just kind of fit right there in that little spot. So it's like it was meant to be. And I'm going to do the same thing on the title here. I'm just going to add in a couple of darker pink smudges with my gelato. And I kind of curved it to fit right on top of the banner, and it was the perfect size. I didn't even plan that. It just happened. I love when that happens. So now it's time for more thread, of course. I have teal or aqua, pink and yellow. I'm going to add some teal. Why do I keep saying teal? Teal and aqua, are they kind of interchangeable? I think aqua is more... Oh, I'm not even going to go there because I don't really know. It's tealish, aqua-ish. You know what color I'm talking about. Add some yellow over to the right. And I know that's hard to see in these bright lights, but you can see it in person. And I get asked this literally lately, almost every single video. What kind of glue do I use? What kind of glue? I use the Scotch Tacky Glue, and I get it from Michaels. It's in a bottle. It's about $6.99. And then those fine liner bottles come empty, and you can get those at Hobby Lobby on the aisle where they have the model cars, and you can also order them on Amazon. Now I'm just playing around. I'm going to add in that little blue chipboard heart right by the word sunshine. I'm just going to go through the wood veneer buttons, back to the puffy stickers, add in just a couple more things here and there. Those are some black and white heart puffy stickers. And they're not just puffy stickers, they're almost like epoxy. I guess they're more epoxy stickers than puffy stickers, but kind of a cross between both, I think. Because sometimes puffy stickers are nice and soft, but these are kind of hard. Anyway, I decided to back my layout on some of the teal or aqua mint cardstock, and so I trimmed off some rough edges of each side of the layout, and then I pulled out one of my scallop punches here just to make the sides a little more textured and messy. I just felt like it needed something around the edges. And then that's my little edge distressing tool there. It just kind of ruffles up the edges so they're not perfectly smooth. And I don't do this a lot. I know a lot of people do this on every layout. It always looks great. I just, for some reason, hardly ever do this, but I felt like doing it for this layout. I like that pop of teal around the sides, and it just kind of pulls that color from the pattern paper and from the ink spray, and just kind of brings it all together, I think. Now I'm going to add in a little flag there at the end of the word sunshine, and then this little banner just because it looked cute, and it kind of made the layout kind of uneven because everything was so perfectly straight. I wanted something to be a little off center there. I think those flags are adorable. I wasn't sure how I was going to use those, but I think they look cute there. And then I'm going to add one more little bit of a fussy cut flower here down underneath the chipboard banner. I'm just going to tuck it in kind of like a little layer, and it's just going to add another little pop of black and white down there at the bottom. I decided to add a pop of teal right here to the right of the picture with some more thread. And then some Heidi Swapp Gold Color Shine. Got to finish it off with the splatters because there's gold all throughout the page. I did add the date stamp and a clear sticker down at the bottom, and I did machine stitching in gold around the perimeter there. But that's the final layout. I love how this turned out. I think it's super fun. There's some more stitching that I did. I didn't do any journaling on this. I may go back and add it, but I just didn't do it at this point. But I think it looks cute without it, and yeah, look how shiny those stickers are. So, so pretty. Love those. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions about any of the products or techniques or anything at all. Make sure you visit hipkitclub.net. The September kits were just revealed, and they're gorgeous, full of the new Paige Evans Turn the Page collection, which is unbelievably gorgeous. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you next time.